This is Dirty Old Women Part 2. I was talking about my mom and her twin sister and their neighbor down there at Ameren talking dirty. In my Part 1, if you want to watch it. Something about that house. My grandmother, she was in her 80s. I didn't witness any of this, but the kids did. And you know, once you get older, sometimes they just, what's on their mind, they say it. Well, some of the girls down there, and my mom come in laughing. She said, oh, my mother's getting where she's losing it. She said, she's looking out the window and she said, hey, look down there at the road. Don't you see him standing there? And they said, who? Who, Mama? They said, it's Willie Nelson standing down there on the highway. She said, oh, really? I said, man, that is one good-looking man. God, I'd like to go to bed with him. Well, it wasn't too long after that. They had everybody over. I wasn't down there, but I wish I had because this was real funny. And one of my cousins and her boyfriend was engaged, fixed to get married. And we had a big family. I mean, I'm the only child and everything, but mom's side of the family was huge. And everybody was there, gathered around the supper table, and her fiance was sitting right next to her parents, but her fiance was sitting elbow to elbow with her dad. And she was asking her, she said, when do you plan to marry and everything else? And when did you get engaged? And when do you plan to marry? And she's going, oh, grandma this, grandma that. And she just kind of paused. And everybody there was eating. They said, you know, the sounds a big family makes and all the forks coming together. And she said, well, have you slept with him yet? They said immediately. You can imagine. You could have heard a pin drop. And they said it was like one of them movies where they freeze people and like they're eating. And everybody's like, and you can imagine. I mean, I can picture it. And it said the funniest thing was the girl, my cousin, sat there, and I guess she was shocked. And her boyfriend was sitting there, and they said he was like, and looking at her dad and looking at her, and he had to be thinking, honey, what are you doing? Say something. What are you doing? For God's sake, say no. For God's sake, say no. And finally, my cousin, she goes, well, of course not, Grandma. And they said he was like that, and everybody's like, can you imagine being in a family get-together and that happened to you? But thought I'd give you a laugh, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you.